There's the kitties playing around again. Mama and her 4 kittens. So far they're surviving. That's good. I need more cats around here. Let's go check out the cattle. They're up by the barn as usual. Overcast this morning. I didn't see the sun yet. That's okay. It's cool. That's what's important. It's cool today. And I don't plan on doing any work today. My body's still recovering from all that. 3 days of shoveling manure. And yesterday I walked the whole fence perimeter and interior fences, spraying weeds. So my arms and legs are sore and tired, and hard to close my fist. Everything's stiff, but I'll get better. Just need some rest. 2 bulls are under the tree, or they were. I need to get these 2 penned up. They have the most flies. Yeah, I can see the flies on him now. I need to spray him. Since I don't have a cattle rub hooked up anywhere here, so I'll spray him for flies. I gotta get them pinned up in the small pen now that I got most of the manure cleaned up and piled up where I want it. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'll do that today. I might. Morning would be the best time to do this, on a cool morning, so the flies stick to the cattle better. That way I can spray them better. Where you headed, boy? She was in heat yesterday. Don't know about today. Looks like most of the mulberries are gone. I see 1 or 2 red ones, but very few. So I guess mulberry season is over. The big tree over there, I saw some berries on there last night, and the birds are still eating. See, they're still picking off the last of the mulberries. So I'll let that tree go for a while till it's totally clear of mulberries. Oh, you come out to eat, huh? Okay. Hey, Mama Cow. You gonna give me a baby next year, huh? You better. Hey. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, it's cool. Cool breeze coming up here. Nice cool breeze. And hug days like this, nothing much to do. In fact, I don't have anything to do. Nothing I want to do anyway. Still waiting on the hay to get cut and baled. Yeah, that's my priority right now. It may not be the priority of the people cutting and baling my hay, but they got other customers besides me. So, and ones with a lot more land and hay than I got. So I guess I'm on their back burner, but that's okay. As long as it gets done eventually. I'm thankful that there's somebody around here who will do that custom baling for me. Okay. Of course, they get paid for it, so it all evens out in the end. Look at Mama Cat and 1 of her kittens. 2. There's 2 over there. One's further up by the stainless steel pipe. Uh-oh. I was afraid of this. You want something, don't you? Okay. If you go in, I'll give you some. Look at the flies. If you go in, I'll give you some corn. Red don't care right now. You want some corn? Go on in. I'll deal with your flies some other day, because I don't have no fly spray mixed up. Sorry, boy. You're gonna have to get out of the way. I gotta go through the door. You have to go around. That's it. You go around. Yeah, you go around. Looks like Red ain't gonna come get any corn. I'll give you some. I had to close this door because the cow got here first. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to let him in without. Go, 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 go. All right. I did it. I did it. Now I gotta close this door so she don't push it open. It's already half closed. I got a string to pull it. Cow, you don't get corn. Okay. She wants it. Well, I know where she's going. Go over there and watch. I should close it. Maybe I should close that gate again so they don't hang out over there. Yeah. I wanted to go in there and turn up that manure there outside so it gets pulverized. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave it open or leave it closed. I want them to walk around in there and chew that up with their feet, like the, hey, mama cat, just like they do over there when they were walking through. Cause it's real. See how soft it is? It's real wet underneath. I just threw all this dry stuff in here on top of it, so I want them to chew it up so it's easier to fork out when I want to move it. How you doing, Buster? You like that corn? Hi, cat. Hello, cat. Yeah. After I moved a load of old manure out to the garden, and I get the old manure spread in the garden around the lemongrass, I'm going to take these grass clippings and carry them out in a wheelbarrow and mulch everything. First the manure, then the mulch around all the lemongrass and anything else I plant, which I don't know if I'm going to plant anything else. Well, he's getting what he wants. Yeah, this is what I'll do when I want to spray them for flies. I'll get them in here, then I'll stand over there and I'll spray them. Because once you spray them, they don't like it. So I'll have to let them walk around in here. I'll get all sides and legs and everything. The spray don't last that long, but I can get him. Let me try something. I want to see if he's preoccupied enough to keep eating this corn when I'm in here. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's some soft stuff there. I just leave this open. The bull will figure it out where he needs to go to get the corn. That's the two piles that I was working on the last 3 days, or at least it took me 3 days to get it all cleaned up. This much cleaned up, piled up, yeah, piled up. The pile against the fence way over there, that's what I'm going to haul out first. I'm just going to wait for it to dry up a little bit. It's still pretty soggy. Yeah. Of course, it's forecast to rain for a couple of days, so we'll see. Might be summertime before I can haul it out. But I'd like to get some of it around the lemongrass plants. Maybe I'll use the wheelbarrow. Take small loads. We'll see. Not today though. Get out of here because he's almost done. Yep, he's done. More or less. Okay, I'll let him out. Come back out here. The other one's over there. And Red's still under the tree. He's eating salt now. I see a horsefly on them. I don't know if that spray works on horseflies, but it works on flies. I'll have to mix them up one of these days. Anyway, let's open this door. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. See if I can swing it with my arm. Arm ain't long enough. Okay, ready? That's pretty good. I can live with that. As long as his horns don't, I got a string up on top. As long as he don't hook it with his horn, it's okay. All right, you can come and go now, or you can go out. Yeah, you got a treat. Cow didn't. Sorry, cow. You got his salt. I should move it over. It's kind of in the way there. I'm gonna move it out in the middle there. There he goes. Now I can get his hand around it a little better. Okay, I'm going back to the house. Maybe I'll mix some spray up. I can get him to come in again, that's no problem. Just give him a small corn. I'll see what the control his flies goes. And it's cool today, so they'll be clinging to him better. The Highlanders don't seem to be bothered by flies with all their hair. Well, I've seen he's got flies, mostly on his face. Mm-hmm. I have to feed Red separately from that white bull because he hogs it up. As soon as he gets done eating, he hogs it up and pushes him out of the way. So I don't think he likes going in with the other bull to eat corn. I have to get him in the pen separately sometime. He's not as eager to going to eat corn like the white bull is. That's how they broke my baler. They broke a bolt that holds the power takeoff arm up. It's supposed to be up in the air, but there's a bolt. There's a bolt that holds that long PTO shaft onto that little flat boy that's laying down. I need to replace that bolt. Yeah, but since I'm not using it, I guess it don't matter. I like to use that baler again. It's just getting everything hooked up and working, and then I'd have to cut the hay with my sickle more, rake it with my rake, get my tractor and the baler working together. And I don't have anybody to drive my tractor and the baler, or somebody to ride on the wagon behind the baler. And I don't want to pay anybody. What I would probably do is just bale it and drop it all on the ground, and then come back with my small trailer and pick them up one at a time. Or I'd probably pick them up. I'd probably put them in little piles by hand, and then that way I only have a few stops to make. It's a thought that I'm thinking about all the time. It's just a lot of work getting everything organized and everything to work the way it used to when I was baling square bales. Of course, my wife was the one that was driving the tractor and operating the baler. She was a good bale operator, baler operator. She knew just how fast to go. Of course, I got her started. Just feed the baler just the right speed, and yeah, where to collect the hay, collect it more on this side, not on the inside, but on the outside, so it bunches up. So it bunches up more in the baler. So there's every plunge or every swing goes that way, feeds more hay in for the plunger. Yeah, it was a system that worked pretty good between me and her. She'd drive the tractor and the baler. I was on the wagon loading the bales as they came out, stacking them on the wagon. Worked pretty good. And then we loaded up about 3 or 4 wagon loads, and then we I would set the wagon up out here somewhere. Yeah, we would set the wagons up out here, the ones that were full, and then I had a board in the back of the wagons where I could push it with the front of my tractor. Yeah, and then I would get the tongue, and she would push the thing, and I would guide it in, drive it all the way down, get about 2 of them in there, and then we'll unload it onto this side. Yeah, I kept doing that until the barn was full. Yeah, that was a lot of work back then, baling square bales, but we did it for many years. We even had bales out when I started putting cattle out in the big pasture. I stored bale out there, square bales out there on top of the hill by the corral. Yeah, looked pretty good. And I was working a full-time job too. We do this mostly on weekends. If the weather was good, or I'd have to take if the weather wasn't good on weekends. I took vacation days to get the cutting done. Raking and baling was on the same day. So yeah, that was then. Now it just sits there. I'm sure it'll still work if I got it fixed up. If I put everything back where it belonged, I think it would still work. But I don't want to go through all that trouble. Brown bales work pretty good. It was just me working on them, moving them. Even though somebody else has to be the one baling them. I'm rambling now again. They know how to use those horns. Hey, Red's out. Red's not as eager to get corn as the white bull is, so I'll have to. If I get him in the barn accidentally, I can do it. I can feed him. Okay, I'm going back in. Waiting for me. Yeah, there's your babies. There's 2 of them. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Mama Cat. They're getting more used to me every day. I don't try to pick them up. I'm gonna let them do that on their own. When I feed, in the wintertime, I'll feed them up high, up on the table, in the back porch there, and they'll. I'll try to pet them when they're eating. But now they're just getting used to me. They just like to play. This one looks just like his mama. Its mama. I don't know if it's a girl or boy. I haven't picked him up yet. Okay, I gotta go back in the house. Sticky out here though. That's it. Smell 'em, boy. Oh, that's the younger cow you're smelling. Hey, you can't come in here today. Gate stays closed. At least all the fences have been sprayed. I just have to wait for them to kill all the weeds. I can see pears on that tree. I can see a couple pears on this side. One pear fell off. It was a little small. It all dried up. I'm sure there's other pears on there. There won't be that many since I trimmed it pretty severely this spring or winter, whenever I did it. I don't know. But they're growing out pretty good. Look at that. A lot of new growth, and they're gonna be doing like all summer. I'm gonna have to keep them trimmed all the time. Although the pear trees behind the house, I didn't trim them last winter because I trimmed them the year before like this, like I did these, and I'm letting the new growth see what they produce when they were long. But I'll probably have to keep trimming them. Yeah, it's gonna be a struggle to trim these again next winter because there's so many little ones. Before I only had a few big ones to cut. Now they're all small. I know in big orchards I've seen videos of, they got like a big sycamore that they or some kind of cutting tool that rides on top of a big machine, and it just tops them all off flat. I remember seeing that on somewhere. Yeah, pretty cool. But I don't have that kind of machine. I do have a hedge trimmer. I haven't used it in years. Used to have a hedge here. Used to have a Rose of Sharon hedge here and along there. Along here. But it was too hard to trim because of the fence. It was too close to the fence. I trimmed it, but it wasn't easy trimming it along the fence, so I got rid of them. I think I pulled them out after my wife passed, because she's the one who liked them. She liked the Rose of Sharon. Yeah. I don't even think I have any left. Yeah. I think after she passed away, I got rid of them. Unless I got rid of them while she was still here, I'm not sure. I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah, they got something to eat. I think they got more here to eat than the cattle at the big pasture, because I got them locked out of pasture by the road. Because I'm saving it for when we haul bales. I can lock them in there and they'll have plenty to eat. And by the time we, oh, look at those blackbirds. They like to hang out with the cattle. Cattle stir up bugs. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. And by the time because the hay's not even cut yet, much less bales to haul. But by the time they do, oh, look at him. She just has to push him out of the way. By the time we do haul bales, hopefully they can cut and bale the hay next week. It's supposed to be near 90 or upper 80s anyway, and less chance for rain. So By the time that pasture gets cattle in again, fescue will be going to seed, so maybe that'll make the grass grow more with the additional seed. Okay, I'm going in the house again. I decided to catch up on my washing clothes today. Normally I just wash the clothes that I'm wearing. But today I decided to wash some that I put aside for a while. So some of the bigger stuff, like towels and big stuff. Okay, let's go check on that. I'm using my washing machine today for that, instead of washing them by hand. Cattle are relaxing today just like I am. Oh boy, really warmed up today. It's about 3:45 p.m. I'm gonna take a drive. Somewhere. It doesn't feel very hot. I mean, it's warm and it's humid, but there's a nice breeze. Oh, look at that squirrel! Look at him go! Oh, he must have been up here somewhere. He's on that dead tree now. Yeah, it won't be long. That thing's gonna fall. It's been dead for as long as I can. Oh, when I first started to feed hay bales down there, there goes that squirrel. I feel safer on the live tree. Yeah, I fed hay bales around that tree one year, that one too, and I guess I got them too close to the tree, and it killed them. All the cattle was rubbing on the tree, and all the manure from eating the hay bale. Yeah, it's too much. Too much. Same thing happened to the mama of that tree that was over. It was going over there. It's before I had cattle here. It was going over there where the pond was, or is, somewhere over there, near the road. The tree, the apple tree just grew by itself. Somebody probably threw an apple out the window, and it grew a tree. And so I just left it there. But when the tree got big and started making apples, oh, they were so delicious. They were, I don't know what kind they were, but they tasted so good. So I decided to keep the seeds, and I planted, I grew some seeds, trees from that seed. But then I made a miscalculation. I thought, oh, I want to preserve that tree, so I want to feed it more. So I fed a hay bale next to it. Thought that would enrich the soil, but the manure, all the pea and the manure, was too strong for the tree, and it killed it. So I don't do that anymore. Yeah, but that's a survivor of that tree. That's the only one I got left. Besides that one up there, but that's gonna die. At least that one survived. But the apples just don't grow good for some reason. They're very small. Probably reverted back to its wild state. But look over there. Those Jimson weeds I sprayed, They're already melted. I see them melted over there, right behind the baler. Yeah. I'm rambling again. Yeah. Okay, let's go for a drive. I feel a little restless. Clothes are still drying up here. I don't wear them anymore. I was wearing them all winter and during spring, but the last time I needed to wash them, I just left them. So I usually wash them by hand, the ones I wear. But the last time I needed to wash them, I just left them until they piled up. And then I washed them in the machine this time. Well, it's 4 p.m. now, and it's hot, so I'm going to put my air conditioner on in the truck. Yeah. Yeah, because I was sweating just coming outside. I was sweating. It's like 80, was that 88 degrees? Yeah, it's warming up today. Supposed to be more chance for rain Saturday. No, today's Saturday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, it's supposed to be warm, around 90 again, and then upper 80s for a few days. So maybe they'll cut my hay then next week. Okay, right now I'm just going to take a drive to the big pasture and check the 2 pregnant cows, at least that one, the dark one that's closer. Yeah, I don't want to miss her having a calf. Yeah, in case I need the help. And then after that, I'll drive to the hayfield just to take a look at it. All right, let's go. So the cattle are over by the gate, so I won't have far to check the cow. I can see the dark cow right now. Oh, the calf. There's a couple calves up on the road here. Hey, a new baby. There she is. Is it a he? Oh, it's a girl. I'm sure that belongs to that brown. Oh, they broke my rubber cattle rub. They broke the cattle rub. That's the new baby. That's a girl. It's a heifer. So I'm glad I came out and checked. And that's the mama there, the dark one. Let's see if I'll go ahead and try to fix that oiler too. I'm gonna tie it up again. Oh. You gotta go down. You gotta go under the fence. You got some little ones. You got some other ones here with her. She can't get to her mama. I guess I better help her. I'll see how far they go before she crosses over. Well, here's that little bull. This is Mama Cow's bull calf right here, the big one. And Mama Cow's calf from last year is right there. The heifer. That was the one that was at the house. Okay. I'm just going to follow this calf up the road. I'm glad I came out here to see it. I gotta help this calf somehow. It can't get to its mama, which is down there. It can't go through that fence. I'm gonna go turn the fence off, and then good. I'm going to slide it underneath the fence instead. Yeah, I'm going to sneak up on it and shove it underneath the fence, let it slide down the hill. Mama doesn't seem like it cares too much. Oh, she had her calf. That's good. I'm going to count today as its birth date. 6/6/26. Okay, let's put it under the fence. I'm going to catch it and put it under the fence. The fence is still on too. Hi little Keffy. Well, you got a pink nose. I was hoping you'd have a black nose. But you're still good. You're still a good girl. Okay, I gotta get you. I gotta get you under this fence right here. Because your mama's walking away. Ready? There, I slid it under the fence. Just slid right down. Don't go up, don't. Go back down. What are you coming up here for? Mama, go to your baby, Mama. Mama, go to your baby. What are you waiting for? I can't tell if it's umbilical cord's already dry, but it was a dry day today. Find your mama? Did you nurse? I'm assuming you did. No reason why you shouldn't nurse. She's got a good udder. There. Looks a little swelled up though, but not too tight, so that's good. Hey bully, got some flies? Yeah, they're all here. Well, I'm glad I came out. Go to your mama. This pink nose was mean it's gonna look like that one over there. It's got a pink nose too. And if I'm not mistaken, the one over there's got a pink nose. That's her baby from last year. The taller one, the big one in the back. Yeah, it had a pink nose. You gonna eat or what? You not hungry? Hope she's got milk. It looks lively enough. I don't know why it's not interested in milk. I think it just wants to lay down somewhere. It is a little wobbly. That's it, Mom. That's it, Mama. Stay with your baby. So when she's ready to eat, I can't tell if it nursed or not, but I'm assuming it did. Baby's not too interested in its mama, though. Yeah, it's gonna lay down. See how I picked that clump of grass? I think it wants to lay down. Okay, good. That's good. Bothered by the flies. Well, at least you had the calf. That's why I came out here. I want to keep it on. And the next one would be the white one, but I don't think she's very long. Her udder's not swelled up or nothing. And that's her calf right next to her from last year. So she's going to be later. Say, what is today? 6. I'll just say today was 6/6. So it'll be easy to remember. 6/6/26. And I'm pretty sure. I'll be keeping an eye on it. I hope it nursed. There's no reason why it shouldn't. No reason why it shouldn't. I'm not going to go up there. Don't go too far from your baby. It just it just wants to sleep. So does Bull. You can see me now, can't you? I helped you. I hope you get down off this road here. It would have stayed up in here for a long time because it wouldn't cross that fence. And it would have stayed on this road until these two went back down, all the way down that way. So I just gave it a shortcut. I got to go down. I got to fix that. I think I already fixed that. That's where it broke last time. I fixed it, but I guess it didn't stay fixed. Okay, I'm gonna go work on that oiler. Not sure what a monarch butterfly looks like, but I don't think that's it. It's eating the milkweed. Hey, butterfly. Yeah, yellow one. I think monarchs are more orangey. Yeah. You getting enough to eat there? Those are little flowers. They must be giving you something. Okay, I gotta go. Oh, it smells good. Yeah, I like the way these smell. They smell so good. Yeah, there's a lot of milkweeds growing in the pastures this year. And I always leave them. There's the other cattle up here, but I'm going to back down again. If I can stay on this road. There's a new baby. Hope it got something to eat from its mama. It could have been born yesterday. No, I remember seeing that cow for a little while. I think she was still pregnant yesterday. I'm just going to say she was born last night or today. That's what I want to go by that. I'm getting close to that fence on this passenger side. Okay, that's better. I'll be checking her more often now. Make sure she's still okay. Hope I got something to tie that up with. I used wire last time. Maybe the wire broke. I should use a rope, but I don't really have a rope. But I'll go look for a piece. I think I got a short piece. I got the thing back up. I had a short rope, like a clothesline. Look at the stuffing coming out. Okay. It's secure again. I got it rope tied pretty good. And I got something else to do to it before I put some of that solution on there, life solution. I may add something. I had it in the truck for a long time. I just never got around to putting it on. Look at that bull. The bull and the new baby. The baby's off to the right. Yeah. Mama took off. Hope she'll come back to feed her baby when it's hungry. I think when it's hungry, when it's mama, it'll cry. It'll bawl. Okay, let's put something on there. I cut up some old shorts of mine.
two pair. I got one on each side. I didn't where the belt loops are, I left that in one piece. So, but I cut strips out of it, sections, so it can fall apart. So I got those, and I got some couple pair of old underwear I cut into strips to tie it on. So now I want to put some of that orange, the pink stuff, or bluish green stuff, the fly stuff. Looks like the cow's working her way down too. The cow's working her way down to her baby. Her baby's still laying there. She's waiting for it. She can see it. Cow needs to eat, but she also needs to keep an eye on her calf. Bully must be babysitting. He told the cow, go ahead, get yourself something to eat, and I'll babysit while you're away. Anyway, let me put that stuff on. Well, I got it all wetted down. I got a combination of vegetable oil, Dawn dishwashing liquid, and oh, Bully's leaving. And permethrin, a fly insecticide. Normally I would just use, in the past I'd use diesel, but I stopped using that. And I went to vegetable oil. Actually, in the olden days, we just used old motor oil. But since I don't change my, only oil I change now is my ATV and lawnmower and tractor. So I do have some oil, but I usually use that for burning brush piles. Anyway, now I just use vegetable oil. Permethrin, it's a fly insecticide, and dishwash. I saw on YouTube somewhere that somebody used dishwashing liquid with soap and water, dishwashing liquid and water, but I'm using vegetable oil. I don't know if it helps, but it doesn't hurt. Main thing is I got the permethrin in there, and it's an oily. The vegetable oil helps everything stick together, and the dishwashing liquid also helps makes it stick to them better. But the bowl still has a thing. But now with all this material on here, as long as they don't tear it off, I use the underwear to tie the shorts, the cut up shorts. I got one on each side to help it hold it onto the rub. Well, the calf's down there all by itself now, so I'm gonna take off. The the mother of this calf took off, went back. It's over there on the right. Okay, let me see if I can get out of here. Hold on. That's good enough to get out of here. Yeah, I'll be checking that calf again tomorrow. Make sure it's still okay. Oh, Mama, don't forget. Oh, Mama of that calf, don't forget about it. Oh, roll my windows up. Oh. I'll close the gate. While I was closing the gate, I saw something on the ground, on the concrete right there. Couldn't figure out what it was till after I picked it up. Then I realized what it was. That's how I saw it. Wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was a leaf at first, until I turned it over. And I realized it's a baby turtle. The skeleton, the shell. There's the backbone and there's the ribs. I guess that's the ribs. And this is this dried up skin. Something must have ate it, picked it out, a bird probably. And that's something. I've never seen one. I've seen baby turtles before. That must have been the head up here, tail down here. Yeah, I've seen baby turtles before. I just never seen one like this. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show. I'll keep that as a souvenir. Well, I found a new calf. It wasn't a surprise, but it kind of was a surprise. I was expecting a calf, but I didn't think I was going to be today. Anyway, all right, let's go to the hayfield just for a look. There's a jug I lost the other day. Okay, let's continue to the hayfield. Yeah, ready to cut whenever they get around to it. Whenever they get around to it. Since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and cut that bunch. I'm going to cut this bunch of switchgrass before the road people. Before the road people mow it down. Okay, let's cut it down. Take it home. Cut it. Put it on the back of the truck. I want to see how much it goes back. Yeah. Some more out there. That'll be cut with the hay. Hey, look at that. There's a Timothy out there. Yeah, there's Timothy. Whenever Dad planted clover, whenever Dad planted wheat, when I was growing up, he used an old grain drill, and he always mixed this in with the wheat. He mixed Timothy seed in with the wheat, and then in the spring he would plant clover when the ground was frozen, so it would. So after the wheat was harvested, you'd have a crop of clover the next year. And there'll be Timothy growing in it, and then he would leave the Timothy for a few years until it didn't grow good anymore. But he'd have a wheat crop, clover crop, because the clover is only good for like 1 year. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably grow back, but it just don't do as good. And then he'd have a crop of Timothy for at least 1 year, if not more. I remember that. And I got some in here, but I like to plant more Timothy in here, but the fescue is too competitive. It won't let it grow. I sprayed this once this spring, but you can see the weeds are growing back. So, oh, they just sprayed it not too long ago. How are these weeds still growing? I guess I'll have to do it again because I got to keep the weeds under control in this area. But I'm going to be taking this disc out as soon as the hay's cut. And before I do that, well, that tire's okay. And that tire looks like it's okay. Yeah, when I parked it here, I made sure to put some old tires underneath it, so it wouldn't sink into the dirt as much. Well, this tire's not too good here. It's tight enough to get it home. I'll still bring the compressor though, air compressor, to pump it up. Put a little extra air in it. Yeah, this thing's old and it's got some broken blades on the end here and in the middle there, and I think each one's got at least one broken blade on each section, but it still works for me. And I can, this is pinned now, this is pinned up, so I could pull this with a truck without any hydraulic ram, but I'd have to put the hydraulic ram on when I put it on the tractor to be able to raise it up and down for disking. But I can pull it home with the truck. After this hay's cut, I can drive across the cut hay and pick it up. I want to see what's over here. Grass is thick here. This is a wet zone. Neighbor's corn is growing good because there's always a wet spot right here. I thought I had something planted in here. Maybe it was farther up. But it's hard to tell because my brother was back in his, he was pulling these bales out of here. Those are his bales. I can smell them. Oh, they smell rotten. Maybe it's the silage. Anyway, that was Sudan grass from this field was Sudan grass last year for my brother. This just looks like weeds, or like a crabgrass or something. But I planted. There might be some in here. I'll have to wait till it gets bigger. Somewhere in here, I planted some old, like the grass that I just cut. I forgot the name of it. Oh boy. I'll think of it later. And I planted fescue farther up. But my brother was turning his tractor around in here all winter, getting these bales out, and I don't know if he killed the grass or not, but yeah, this is where I had some bales like that stored over here from like 3 or 4 years, and then when I gave them to my brother because they were too old, and he fed them to his cows. And then I dished it up and planted fescue down there and a little bit of, I just can't think of the word now. It begins with an S, I think. I'll think of it later. Switchgrass. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Switchgrass. I also planted some of the grass that grows around my house. I think it's called matua. I had some old seed. I planted that up farther. Yeah. I think it's growing. Let me take a look. Yeah. This is fescue. That's what a fescue clump looks like. But there's the matua. See the bigger seeds on it? Yeah. There's some more here. Yeah. It's not as much as I was hoping. I was hoping for more. Huh, there's a good, I keep calling it good. There's an example of the buckhorn plant. The one that's taken over the pasture in summer out there. Anyway, that's buckhorn. I don't like it. There's some more matua. Not much leaf to it. And see, it seeds itself, see? Fescue. There's some more matua. I thought I planted more matua, but the rest is fescue up that way. There's a matua over that way. You can see the bigger seed heads. And they're more brown, lighter brown. Yeah, that's the rest is all straight fescue up that way. Yeah, this is ready to cut. It's got some stems and grass at the bottom. Makes pretty good hay for the cattle. I wish it would have been cut sooner, but it's not. Huh. Why does it look like these bales are in my hayfield? Why is that? Oh well. Let's go back to the truck. Go home. I was hoping that it was the switchgrass that I planted here. It was old seed, probably more than 10 or 15 years old, but I was hoping it'd grow. It might still come up. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's switchgrass. It might be. More than likely it was just some kind of a grass. Anyway. Wait and see. Problem is, every time my brother gets those hay bales out, he likes to pull in, back up into my hay field, and make tracks, especially when it's muddy. That's what he was doing all winter when it was muddy. He'd make tracks in here. Anyway, I ain't going to complain about it too much, but even though I am right now. Yeah, that's what switchgrass looks like. The green stuff. The bright green. I know it's hard to germinate though. It's not easy to get it to germinate. It's got to go through some kind of scarification, whatever that is. But I know it grows because I can see it. It just don't grow enough. That's the switchgrass plant that I cut. Leaves that I collected. I'm going to cover it up with the rug so it don't blow away when I'm on the way home. That's just stay put. Switchgrass. I'm going to let it dry and feed it to the cows in the barn. Maybe the bull and the red bull. Give them a treat. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Right after this hay's cut, I'll pick up that disc with the truck here. I'll take it home and get it ready. Hook the tractor to it. And disc up the weeds up at the top pasture. Switchgrass, that's that dark green stuff in there. Grows good. It's a warm season grass. It survives the winter. Yeah. They grow this stuff down south, I know that. I see a bunch of elderberry off in the distance. I'm gonna have to go pick those. They ain't on my ground, but I could ask the owner. I'd rather just go and get it. Nobody's looking. Wouldn't hurt to spray it. I thought I sprayed this again. I did spray this again. I did spray it not too long ago. How come it's not dying? I'm pretty sure I sprayed this again. Maybe not. I thought I did. Anyway, I'll get around to that later. It's not important. The weeds are still small. There's some more switchgrass. Now, if I remember right, at least this one right here, I left the seed heads on top of it. You can't hardly see them anymore. So that one might have some more. That bunch might get bigger. I think it expand over time, over the years. Each clump gets bigger. Starts out as a single stalk and then keeps expanding. That's what I think anyway. Just by looking at those. Yeah. I got my eye open for elderberries. only got about 1 or 2 bottles left in the freezer. I get one out there once in a while and mix it with water. Tastes good. I drink it straight too, but it's pretty strong. Okay, right there, right in the middle of that, or on the right side of that taller clump of trees, there's a bunch of white stuff. There used to be a house back in there. Long when I was a kid, there was an old shed back in there. I don't know who owns. Oh, my classmate owns that now. So anyway, those white things, that little, they're hard to see, but it's. I'm pretty sure those are elderberries. Anyway, I don't have to worry about that for a while because the elderberries aren't ripe yet. They're only blooming right now. Okay, I'm going home now. Okay, let's go home. Let's stop for the mail. I got some medicine and a flyer. Something about coins. Okay, 5:30. Oh, where am I going to put that grass? I guess I'll just leave it in the back of the truck for now. Just leave it in the back of the truck. Unless I need to use the truck for something, then I'll probably take them out to the barn and lay them on the wagon out there. I might do that anyway tomorrow, but not today. The cattle are back at the pond and the barn. Eat what they need down in the bottom. Oh, there's a mockingbird. Where are you going, mock? Up on the high wire. Oh, there's some pears. Told ya. Got some pears. There's a couple more over there. I'm sure there's others up there. This one, yeah, I see some. Or one. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be more, but I don't see them. 5, 6. Yeah, there's some on here. I'll wait till they get ripe. What do you want? Oh no, I'm not going to open the gate for you. You just have to do with what you got everywhere else. There's not much in here to eat. Anyway, sun's still pretty high. I think it's up there. Up there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. There it is in that opening there. It's pretty nice today. It's a little warm, but The air's cool. And mostly overcast today, so there wasn't much sun. It is 8 p.m. and the sun's behind all those clouds over there. My weather forecast says the sun goes down at 8:18, but that don't account for the trees. It always goes down before that. It would go down at 8:18 if it was no trees and it was horizon right there. It would go down that. So it goes down about 10 minutes before that. But it's still up right now. You just can't see it because of the clouds. But it's back there somewhere. Yeah. There's low-lying clouds here. But I don't think there's any rain in the area. It looks nice. Actually, it looks more yellow in the camera than it does with my eyes. The camera shows a little orangey around the edge and yellow in the middle. But in my eyes, it's just sort of a pinkish color. Same thing over there. That's bright yellow in the camera. That bright yellow. But in real life, it's just different. There's one bird flying around here. One swallow. I guess they're all asleep already. But some of them are still flying. Well, I'd say the sun's going down over there somewhere. Yeah. I hear thunder somewhere. I hear thunder. Oh, there's a couple birds just flew out. I guess I think they're starting to go. Yeah. Well, it almost went in. Changed its mind. Probably because I'm talking. Those swallows. They're just swooping around, catching a few more bugs before they go to sleep. Yeah, I hear thunder. I think it was off that way. I'll check the radar. I don't think there's any rain close to me. But they said, supposed to a chance for rain tomorrow. I don't know about tonight, but tomorrow there is. But I do hear thunder in the distance. That's about all I got for today. I just relaxed today. Took a drive. Found a new calf though. I saw a new calf, so that's good. Only one more to go. That white one, well, I think she's going to be a while before she has a calf. She's not showing any much of a sign yet. Okay, that's all.